how to extract the slope from here. So hopefully we know that. That's pretty straightforward. That is just 4/3 because it is in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, so the m value is just clearly 4/3. Then we have to know how to go from there and find the perpendicular slope. Well, the perpendicular slope is going to be the negative or the opposite reciprocal. So it's going to be negative 3/4. So we need to figure out which of these answers has a slope of negative 3/4. Now the way I want to show this is a way that we can just do this in our head. So if you have ax plus by, it's usually equal to c in standard form, but they have it in, I guess, more like even like a more general form, which is brings everything to one side. So it would be like plus c equals 0. I realize if I brought the c over from standard form, it would be minus c, but it's just a constant, so it's the same thing. It would just I could just do plus c. And the slope in this form or in standard form is always going to be negative a over b. This is something that I think is really worth knowing. I wouldn't say memorizing, because it should make sense if we were to rearrange this to get y by itself. When I brought the x to the other side, I would have a negative ax, and then when I divided by b to get y by itself, I'd have a negative a over b in front of the x, and that's what the slope would be. So if you could just, this is one of the things I think is really good to know, is that if anything is in either standard form or this like more general form, the slope of that line is just negative a divided by b. So I'm going through and just finding which one is negative a over b. Well, choice A and B is some kind of 4/3, but I want a negative 3/4, so they're gone. And then if I look at C, negative 3, but this would be negative 3, because negative a, over b, and b is negative 4. So negative over a negative is going to make a positive, so that answer is wrong. So it has to be D, which is the slope of this is negative 3/4, which is the slope I want to be perpendicular to this line. All right, so the final answer is D. And I just like to show it this way because there's little things that if we know, we can definitely save some time rather than having to rearrange every one of these to get y by itself to see which one has a slope of negative 3/4. I feel like most of us just don't have an issue with finding the slope and finding the perpendicular slope. It'd be a lot of wasting time on a problem like this. So if you can know that the slope is just negative a over b, or just negative the coefficient of x over the coefficient of y, it's a nice quick way to do this problem. All right, hope that helped.